Yo, yo, welcome to PTA Sports Housing. I am your host, Pest Housen, the analyst. Love that Dan Housen. Did we expect anything less? Are we really surprised by the outcome of this game? Did we really think that it was going to be anything different? I mean, I guess, second quarter, we thought that some magic could happen, but I mean, being honest, did any of us see this game going any other way than the way it went? Because I'm going to be honest, as hyped as I was, as much as I yelled in my living room watching this Giants team, as hopeful as I was that maybe, just maybe, we could pull this one off, deep down inside, I kind of knew it was just a matter of time. I mean, just being honest, as I sit here, right, on Friday afternoon, kind of going over everything that happened during this game, I kind of revert back to the things I said in my preview for this game. I mean, we were just super outmatched in terms of our offense versus their offense. I mean, we were just outmanned, outgunned. And, it kind of makes me like play the what if game, and I hate the what if game, right? But I mean, let's just play the what if game. I mean, what if all of our offensive players were out there? What if we had Sterling Shepard? What if we had Evan Ingram? What if Saquon was there? Would we have been able to capitalize on all of those mistakes that the Patriots made in that game last night? Because the Patriots made a lot of mistakes. I mean, like, their kicker is hurt. So they've got this other kicker in there, right? And pretty much all game, all of his kicks were going wide left. And so because they know that this kicker is not prepared to kick in this situation, wind's blowing like a mug, they have to go for it on fourth down constantly. And our defense continues to stop them on fourth down constantly. If we would have had all of our weapons, would we have been able to drive down the field, get points off of those miscues from the Patriots? It's a nice game, right? Nice game to play, the what if game. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, we didn't, okay? We didn't have any of those players, right? We weren't able to capitalize on any of the miscues, right? And so because of that, we effectively ran out of gas. And the Patriots did what the Patriots do. And that's put their foot on the opponent's throats. I mean, that's just what it is. Let's look at these stats. So Daniel Jones didn't have a good day. I mean, like, that's just what it is, right? He threw the ball 31 times. He completed 15 of those passes, 161 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Yikes. Being completely honest, all 3 of those interceptions were his fault, all right? The first one, he held on to the ball too long, which is something that we've been seeing, okay? It's something that we've been seeing since he's taken over the starting position. He's a second and a half too late to throw the ball. Second one, he was trying to, get out of the pocket, trying to throw the ball away. I don't know why he took so long to throw the ball away, but he was trying to throw the ball away. Arm got hit, ball goes up in the air, snagged. Third interception, the defense just straight confused him. Like, they disguised their coverage. He thought it was one thing pre-snap. He was dialed in on the guy he was going to throw the ball to. Yoink. I mean, welcome to the NFL. Welcome to the NFL, Daniel Jones. These are the things that you're going to have to deal with when you deal with these defensive minds who are just really, really smart and really good at what they do. Golden Tate, he came out. He had a pretty good game. He had 6 catches for 102 yards and 1 touchdown. That touchdown was like 60-some yards, right? Good concentration catch. Ball got kind of knocked out. He bobbled it, caught it, took off. I got to be honest, I wasn't really happy with the fact that he stopped and turned around and pseudo backpedaled into the end zone. I guess he saw that there was nobody there, and thankfully there was nobody there that was getting ready to rock his head off. But it was a good play. I will give him that. It was a very good play, very good catch and run. Hopefully we can see more of that from Golden Tate. The thing I was most worried about, our running backs. Our running backs didn't do anything, man. They did not do a blessed thing. Hilliman had 11 rushes for 38 yards, and he fumbled the ball. And this is kind of what I talked about. I'm concerned that Hilliman is not ready to be the starter. That's not a knock on the kid, right? He's a rookie. He's still trying to figure this stuff out, but he doesn't come across as a feature back, And so when we're stuck, when we're in a position where he has to be our feature back, we're in trouble. I'm just being honest, Mike. We're in trouble if Hilliman has to be our feature back, because Hilliman is more of a complimentary back right now, and it shows, man. It showed. There was a lot of times where I really wanted him to just, hit that pile, man. That's something you do well, man. You hit that pile, you get those tough yards, and he kind of wasn't doing it. There was a couple of decent sized chunk runs. I do remember seeing one where if he could have broke a tackle, he might have been gone. But at the end of the day, this position is just a little too big for him. I really don't have a whole hell of a lot of other shout outs to give on the offense. The line held up well, right? There was a lot of times where Daniel Jones had time in the pocket, but the problem is that he didn't have nobody to throw the ball to. Our receivers were blanketed. They're blanketed. Props to the O-line. You did a good job of preventing the Patriots from getting a bunch of sacks, because right now this Patriots defense is nasty. All right, they're sacking everything, and I believe we only gave up 1 sack the whole game. So props to the offensive line, right? Starting to gel. We're going against these teams that that are really good at getting to the quarterback, and we're doing okay. So I'm happy to see that the offensive line is doing a little something. At the end of the day, right? This defense stepped up, and I'm really happy with this defense. They fought with this Patriot team for about 3.5 quarters, man. And this Patriots offense was on the balls. The Patriots offense was on the field so long, man, that I'm surprised that they made it to 3.5 quarters. I believe the time of possession for the Patriots was 30 minutes. They had the ball for half the game. Actually, no, it couldn't have been 30 minutes. It had to be more than that, because the Giants' time of possession was super low. So it was probably 40 minutes. They probably had the game. They had the ball forever in the game. It was crazy. It was crazy. But this defense, hey, listen, they showed up, right? They put up a good fight, right? They recognized that they were gonna have to put this team on their back, and they were gonna have to, essentially be the reason why the Giants won the game if they could. And I gotta give them props for that. Jay Jinks, man, it's a mixed bag with him from this game, right? Because he had the 1 interception. It was 62-yard interception, right? Some of the yards got negated because, we don't want to be disciplined. Yeah, at first I thought it was because Marcus Golden had hit Tom Brady, and I was mad. But it actually, there was actually a late hit. I saw they showed it on the broadcast. It was actually a late hit out of bounds because J Jinx got hit late. And so Marcus Golden was like, oh, hell no, you ain't going to be hitting my player late. And he went there and he, hemmed up a guy. Oh, man, but we can't be doing that, man. Like, that's 15 yards, man. Negated 15 yards. We was in scoring position, and then we got knocked back, and we ended up not getting any points off of the turnover. So that sucked. Jabril Peppers, man, he was also a mixed bag, right? He did well. He did well. He had 8 tackles. He was kind of flying around the field. So I like what I see from Jabril Peppers. Hopefully he keeps doing what he's doing. Man, Antoine Bethea, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about Antoine Bethea, man. He didn't have a good game at all from what I saw, But it is what it is. Big shout out to Lorenzo Carter, man. Lorenzo Carter, we didn't even know if he was going to play in this game. But Lorenzo Carter, he stepped up, right? He got a strip sack on Tom Brady. Marcus Golden picks it up, takes it all the way to the house, scores on a hell of an effort at the end. To kind of break out of the tackle and just stretch as far as you can and get in the end zone. That was a big deal. Shout out to those two. Listen, huge shout out to the defense at the end of the day, right? Because this wasn't a game that we can win. We all knew it wasn't a game that we can win, but y'all went out there and y'all fought y'all asses off. You know what I'm saying? To give us a shot. And for a good point of time, man, y'all gave us a shot. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you can build off of that. And here's my thing, all right? And I hope all the Giants fans are paying attention to me. Or maybe you'll come back, after you've discovered me on YouTube, you'll do a deep dive on my videos and you'll go through and maybe you'll hear this. Listen, this isn't all bad. All right. I said that it wasn't going to be all bad. I said that this is one of those games that we can learn from, one of those games that we can build off of. Right. And that's kind of what it was. Right. Our defense, they were able to build a little bit of confidence and go, you know what, man, we went blow for blow with the Patriots for 3.5 quarters. We ran out of gas in the end. All right. So we know that there's going to be times where we're going to have to give 4 full quarters of defense. We're going to have to just sack up and get up there. Hey, grab your balls. Hey, it's going to be a long day. Pack a lunch. But, at the end of the day, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. All right. I just want to talk about one other thing, man, looking at social media, right? And I'm seeing that, some people are saying that Daniel Jones, they may be out on Daniel Jones or whatever, right? And they may be out on our head coach or whatever, right? And this is what I'm going to say, okay? With the exception of Patrick Mahomes, right? Show me a rookie quarterback that comes out and just smashes it up. Show me one. Show me one. And don't talk to me about the kid in Jacksonville, what is it, Gardner Minshew or whatever. Don't talk to me about him. All right? Because, he kind of lighted it up, but he kind of not. You know what I'm saying? But show me a quarterback for a full season, rookie season, whether it's a full 16 games or in Daniel Jones' case, right, 14 games, right? Show me a rookie quarterback that comes out there and balls out. Just show me a rookie quarterback that doesn't go out there and make any mistakes at all, aside from Patrick Mahomes, okay? It's going to be really, really hard pressed to find it, okay? One of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the league, right? And no, we're not talking about the GOAT, Tom Brady, all right? But one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the league, Peyton Manning, came out there for his first year, and he looked terrible. He did. Go look at his stats. He looked terrible. Threw a bunch of picks. Eli Manning, all right, our Lord and Savior for so long, did not have a good rookie season. Being completely honest, he didn't have a lot of good seasons. He only had a few really good seasons. still won 2 Super Bowls. Okay? I mean, like, y'all got to calm down with this whole thing with Daniel Jones. You can't judge this kid off of 4 games. You just can't, all right? It's going to take like 2, maybe 3 years before we really know what Daniel Jones is going to be. In Pest perspective, I said the future is going to tell. The future, okay? And the future isn't 4 games. It's not 8 games. It's not 16 games. We're going to have to wait 2 to 3 years before we really know how good this kid's going to be. So chill out, all right? Don't get low on him right now because he had a bad game against potentially the best team in the league. It's going to happen. He's going to have more bad games after this. He's going to throw more interceptions after this. He's going to make more bad reads. He's going to make more mistakes. He's going to hold on to the ball too long. It's going to happen. And we just have to let that happen because at the end of the day, right, he's learning. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to make excuses and be okay with poor play. Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm not going to be okay with poor play. When Daniel Jones plays bad, I'm going to come out and I'm going to say the kid played bad. The kid played bad last night, all right? He did. But it's going to be all right. Because we're going to have to deal with bad games. In terms of our head coach, I mean, listen. Y'all know I've said that I like Coach Shurmur, right? Sometimes you get, 2 different sides, right? Sometimes he makes decisions that make you scratch your head, like punting on 4th and 2 when we're down 2 possessions, and then calling timeout, on that defense possession. I'm not sure what his line of thinking was. I'm not sure. It seemed like maybe he said, you know what, we out of this thing. And then he was like, wait, you know what? No, we not. We gonna keep, I don't know. I don't know. All right? Here's what I do know. Coach Shurmur is a young head coach. Now, he's not young in terms of how many years he's been on this planet, okay? But he's a young head coach in his current role. He's still trying to figure out what he can and can't do. He's still trying to figure out what his players are capable of and what they're not capable of. And I'm willing to give him some time. Now, understand this. If we're, 2 years from now, and Shurmur is still doing stuff like what he's doing as of late, believe you me, I will get in front of this microphone and I will say, get that ass out of here. I'll be more than willing to do it. All right? But right now, like, we got to chill out. When we have games like this, we got to chill out. The people who aren't Giants fans, they're going to talk smack. Big smack. King smack. All right? They're going to talk all the smack that they want about this team because they haters. That's just what it is. But we, as Giants fans, we got to settle down because I keep telling y'all, if you are fooling yourself into thinking that this team is a contender, that's all you're doing is fooling yourself. Relax, okay? We're building something here. It's going to take a little bit, and we're going to be okay. We are not in a position right now to beat the Patriots. We learned that last night. That's okay. I mean, we already knew that. We're not in that position. I want us to be in that position, but we're not. Here's what we can say, though. For 3.5 quarters, we kept up with the best team in football, at least on the defensive side. For 3.5 quarters, we was right there. We was in it. And you know what? Right now, that's good enough for me. Yes, the score says that, they kicked the shit out of us, but they kind of didn't, okay? They kind of didn't. We went blow for blow with the New England Patriots, and we lived to tell the tale. So we're going to learn from it. We're going to grow from it. We're going to dust ourselves off. And we're going to come back next week and see what we can do against Arizona. So everybody chill out. Hey, listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming, taking a couple minutes, listening to me talk about my favorite team. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell everybody about PTA Sports Housing. Love that Danhausen. And I'll get up with y'all later. Deuces.